gas, rent, electricity. The list of price rises, brought on by Donald Tusk's government, is getting longer and longer. I got these increases too. I know what to expect. And a lot has increased? Well, yes. 30% when it comes to electricity. It's been cheaper, I can honestly tell you. Prices are very high, and they will be even higher, and wages are not keeping up. Everything is expensive, sir. It's going to get worse. Let's not hope for any improvement with this government of ours. The rising water prices confirm it. They should not be there at all, and yet they are. In Warsaw or Wrocław, 20% more, and yet it should be cheaper and better in every Polish home. But everything is fully supported by our competence and calculations. Poles can see what the calculations and competence of Tusk and his people look like from the bills they receive. This is a family with one child. They used to pay 360 to 380 zloty for electricity, now above 660. Anyone who thought the increases were done was mistaken. From the new year, local fees and taxes will rise as the Ministry of Finance prepares to change the law. The Ministry of Finance is working on a new definition of buildings and structures. The idea is to increase the operating costs of electricity network operators. The operating costs of Poland's largest power grid operators may increase by up to 400 million zloty, which is a really high cost. And what's more, it will all be passed on to consumers, who will have to pay higher energy prices. And let's not forget that the situation is already bad. All because of the European ETS2 tax, which will increase household energy costs by up to several thousand zloty a year. It goes in a circle. Something, most likely fuel, goes up, and then everything else goes up. But fuel should be cheaper too. Only credible people can put forward such concrete conclusions. Credibility in the Prime Minister on the same level as calculation and competence. The Prime Minister is not responsible for fuel prices. This is also a lie, as Law and Justice members of Parliament proved today. They took out the Prime Minister and drafted a bill. Thanks to the introduction of this law, the price of petrol would fall by about 90 groszy. It would be lower by about 1 zloty. It is a matter of lowering the tax on fuel to 8%, reducing the excise duty, and abolishing the retail sales tax. If Speaker Szymon Hołownia does not freeze the new legislation, drafted by Law and Justice, there is a chance that it could be cheaper from August 1st. But this is unlikely to happen. Let's wait. Fuel is always more expensive during the holiday season, every year. And why can't it be cheaper? Because it's the holiday season, and that's why companies like Orlen want to make money from it. On one hand, Orlen has to make money, because after the change of authorities in the company, the results are terrible compared to the profits that Orlen made under Obajtek. And please tell me why Orlen needed a profit of 20 billion when you were in charge. This is a listed company. What are you talking about? On the other hand, the false narrative that Orlen's profit comes mainly from retail fuel sales at petrol stations. A barrel of oil is getting cheaper and cheaper on the world markets. We have more and more expensive fuel. We have no published reports, and in fact, we will soon find out that in reality, Orlen earned much, much less, while questions will be raised as to where this money went. You have been attacking the United Right government all this time. The price of fuel at the pump causes this profit. So I ask myself, if the price of fuel is even higher now, if the leader for 519 that Tusk promised is not there, why is there not more profit? First of all, it's because you lied. And a lie has no legs. Adrian Borecki, TV Republika.